There are things we carry with us, memories, regrets, truths we've never spoken aloud. Some secrets are harmless, but others, they can change how people see us. If you are between 55 and 75, you've lived long enough to know that wisdom is not just about what you say, but also about what you choose not to say. Underscore. Today, we'll explore the *7 secrets many parents keep from their children, and why number 7 is the most crucial of all. Welcome to Stoicism for Life. If you're new here, consider subscribing for more insights on wisdom, resilience, and the philosophy of living well. The weight of your past mistakes. We all have regrets, decisions we wish we could undo, paths we could have taken differently. Maybe you made a mistake that cost you an opportunity or hurt someone you once loved. But does your child need to know all the details? Underscore. Sharing too much about your failures might make them see you differently, not as the strong and reliable figure they've always known, but as someone fragile, flawed. And while honesty is important, some burdens should remain yours alone. Your financial struggles. There were times when you struggled. Maybe you lost a job, made a bad investment, or had to stretch every dollar just to keep food on the table. But your child may not remember those days. And maybe that's for the best. Revealing too much about past financial hardship can make them feel guilty or even question their own security. Instead of dwelling on the struggles, focus on the lessons. Teach them about financial wisdom, but spare them the anxiety of knowing how close you came to losing it all. The sacrifices you made for them. As parents, we sacrifice silently. We give up dreams, opportunities, and even our own happiness to ensure our children have the best chance in life. But do they need to know every sacrifice you made? Telling them might make them feel indebted rather than grateful. True love does not demand recognition. It gives freely. Let them appreciate you without feeling like they owe you something. The loves you lost before their parent. Before your child's mother or father, there was someone else. Maybe it was a first love, an engagement that didn't work out, or the one who got away. But some love stories belong to the past for a reason. Your child doesn't need to know about every heartbreak or every what if. Some stories are best left untold, not because they are secrets, but because they serve no purpose in the present. The full truth about your health. Your body has changed. There are aches that never go away, diagnoses you wish you didn't have. Should you tell your children everything? Yes, they deserve to know the important things, especially if it affects them. But should they carry the full weight of your fears? Maybe not. Sometimes, protecting them means allowing them to live without the constant worry of losing you. Your deepest fears and anxieties. Fear of loneliness. Fear of losing control. Fear of being forgotten. These are feelings that come with age, but should your children carry them too? Underscore Stoicism teaches us that fear is a burden best managed within. Speak of it if you must, but don't let it define your relationship with your children. They need to see you as strong, even when you don't feel it. The most important secret, your end-of-life plans. This is the hardest truth of all. One day, you won't be here. And while you should prepare them, you must also be careful not to overwhelm them. Underscore talk about your wishes. Make sure they know where important documents are, but don't turn every conversation into a farewell. Let them love you in the present, rather than constantly fearing the future. There is wisdom in knowing what to say and what to leave unsaid. Stoicism teaches us that not every truth needs to be shared. Some burdens are ours to bear, not theirs. So, what do you think? Do you believe in keeping some things private, or should parents tell their children everything? Let us know in the comments below. Underscore. And if this video resonated with you, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share it with someone who might need to hear these words today. The regrets you carry in silence. We all make mistakes. We've all made choices we wish we could take back. Maybe you weren't always the parent you wanted to be. Maybe there were things you should have said but never did. But should your children know every regret that haunts you? Stoicism teaches us that dwelling on the past changes nothing. Sharing these regrets with your children may not bring healing. It may only bring guilt, confusion, or sorrow. Sometimes, the best way to make peace with your past is to leave it there. The money problems you hid from them. There were times when you had nothing, when the fridge was almost empty, when you weren't sure how you'd make rent, but you found a way, didn't you? Would your children gain anything by knowing how close you came to losing everything? Or would it only make them worry, feel guilty, or question their own security? Teach them financial wisdom. Teach them the value of hard work. But let them live without carrying the weight of your past struggles, the sacrifices you made that they never noticed. You gave up so much for them. The career you wanted, the travels you never took, the dreams you put on hold. But should they know? Telling them every sacrifice may not make them more grateful. It may only make them feel guilty. True sacrifice does not seek recognition. Love does not keep score. Let them appreciate you for who you are, not for what you lost. The love stories before their parent. There was a time before your child's mother or father. A time when you loved deeply, laughed recklessly, and maybe even had your heart broken. But should they know? Should they hear about the one that got away? Some stories belong to the past, not because they are shameful, but because they serve no purpose in the present. The love you chose, the family you built, that is the story they need to know. The truth about your health. Aging is inevitable. Your body has changed. Maybe the aches don't go away anymore. Maybe the doctors have given you news you didn't want to hear. But should your children carry this burden? Tell them what they need to know, but don't let them spend their days fearing the inevitable. Let them love you in the present, not grieve you before you're gone. Your deepest fears that keep you awake at night. Fear of being forgotten. Fear of being a burden. Fear of losing your independence. These thoughts visit you in the quiet hours of the night. But should your children know? Fear is a battle fought within. To tell them is to make them feel helpless against something they cannot change. Instead, find your strength. Find peace in the life you have lived. The most important secret, your plans for when you're gone. One day, you will not be here. This is the hardest truth of all. And while you should prepare them, you should also be careful not to burden them. Yes, they need to know your wishes, but don't let every conversation become a farewell. Live now, laugh now, love now. Let them remember you as you are, not as a ghost of impending loss. A lesson in Stoicism. Stoicism teaches us that wisdom is knowing what to say and what to leave unsaid. Some secrets are not deceptions. They are kindnesses. They are the quiet acts of love that protect the ones we cherish from unnecessary weight. So tell me, do you believe in keeping some things to yourself? Or do you believe every truth should be spoken? And if this video resonated with you, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this with someone who needs to hear it.